you see my...
Yes, this is the right version.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so
Okay.
our next session is Ting Chen, and she will talk about the topic is my progressive Chinese teaching journey inspired by Startalk. So without further ado, let's all hear from Chen 老师.
Hello, everyone. It's truly honored to be here today, connecting with the language educators from around the world. I think some people from Taiwan, Korea, and in America. So my name is Xiao Chen. I'm very happy to share my journey as a language teacher. Um, Specifically, how I have been inspired and transformed by Startalk and Atful principles. So my goal today is not to present a perfect model, but rather to share my ongoing process of applying these principles in my daily teaching, from planning to reflection and adjustments. I hope my experience offers some insights and spark some new ideas for you on my own teaching practice. So to give you a roadmap for my last 20 minutes, here is the session objectives. By the end of the presentation, I hope you will gain actionable insights on how to apply student-centered design. So using can-do statements and the backboard design. And identify progressive techniques like a segment vocabulary instruction and the GRR model for sentence patterns. The third one is integrate the text and the culture. So by connecting language learning to real-world applications and the authentic cultural experience. Next is leverage technology. So it's to exploring how AI and the interactive platforms can enhance your teaching and the student engagement. So the next one, developing Startalk inspired curricula. So focus on the truly student-centered approach. Okay, so as we go through, I will encourage everyone, you can reflect on which of these area now most with your current teaching, challenging or goal, you can share in the chat room with us. So you can see the slides in the left side. This is one of my teaching in the class is for the high school Chinese 1 curriculum because they are very beginner. So usually I will put the objectives on the beginning on the slides so everybody can know what we are going to learn. And I use the the 3M, interactive, interpersonal, and the presentational to students so they can follow me to do the learning. Before starting my journey in Chinese language education, I actually working as a facilitator in a bank in Taiwan from 2007 to 2011. So this experience actually taught me a lot about the guiding people and the facilitating learning, which I later applied to teaching. My journey in Chinese language education began in 2013, but just only 6 months from my initial steps into teaching. A significant turning point was 2015 when the seeds of Startalk principles were planted, and this profoundly influenced my approach. So after 2 years as a stay-home mom, I returned to Good News Mandarin Academy teaching both in-person classroom and online instruction during the pandemic. The major transformation happened when I joined the Startalk-UToledo Leaders Program since 2021. So this program was a reset for my teaching approach. So it led me to fundamentally reevaluate and rebuild how I teach. So in Chinese words, I will say 自废武功，打掉重练. So this program truly helped me in transforming my teaching methodology. And here we are today in 2025. I'm still learning and growing. So each point of this timeline represents a step forward in my commitment to learner-centered instruction and effective language acquisition. It's a kind of like a continually journey for myself. So I would like to invite teachers thinking about your teaching journey. Um, what have been the key moments that shape how you teach today? So you can thinking about in yourself, and also you are welcome to share in chat room. Let's see the next one. So at the heart of my approach is learner-centered design. So the accord of the Startalk and the Adful. This means a very lesson beginning with the end up in mind. I use the can-do statement. These are the very clear and measurable objectives that define what the students will be able to do with the language, target language. So for example, instead of like we say learn vocabulary about family, a can-do statement, I will put I can introduce my family member and their applications in Chinese. That is one of my objective can-do statement in like the adults class, the beginner. Um, this is the big word design. I start this can-do statement goals and then design the assessments to measure them and finally decide what kind of the learner activities and the content. So this ensure the proposal lesson design. The key thing is this design is customized for diverse learners because my students like from the little to the adults, so I have to considering their age, proficiency level, and the background. So this allow me to create a content that is better, relative, and relevant and accessible. So it's an example from the beginner Chinese class. Um, if they can do, I need to put like on the about the hobbies. So we design the activities like they can survey or find someone's hobbies. So they are not just memorize it, the list of the hobbies. And you can see from the right to the from the left to the right side. So you can see the right side and the middle is a more target language content, the Chinese words over there because their proficiency level is higher. So the objectives I just put showing them is the target language more. Uh, this is the lesson plan based on background design and the can-do statement. I wrote this one after learning the Startalk program because of the training. So I can now prepare for the course, the lesson plan more quickly than before. So once I have our clear goal, the next step is to build a language skill progressively. So I list down the three parts. I found the three techniques particular to use is I think it's very effective. So first one is like segment vocabulary instruction, and the second one is the GRR. Um, if you know the GRR model, I would like encourage teacher you can put on the chat room. What's the GRR? There's a full module you can put there. And then it's talk about is a TPR model to practice the dialogue, and it's kind of like to play and give them the role, and they can practice. So this one is let's start to talk about the segment vocabulary. So instead of like overwhelming student have a long vocabulary list, so I just put the introduce the vocabulary, maybe like a 4 to 4, 3 to 4, or 6 to 5, depends on the contents. So usually I will just like you can see the picture right now, the slides right now. Um, they give them, and then we will have the practice, like the checking for them, like a matching, and then next step, I will like very quickly to check and then take the photo, take the pictures on paper, and then they can read. This one is for the adults class, very beginner. So like the Miss Zhang, previous presenter, they don't need to practice writing at the beginning. We will learn after, but at the beginning, we want they can just know the words and then they can read, they can say it. So next step, the sentence pattern, I use the GR model. So I think some people probably already put on the chat room. So the I will do myself first to show them, and then we do together, and then you do. So the student will do it, and then you do alone. So after the segment sentence we talking about, and then we will do the practice. So the practice, like we will give them the dialogue, and then we will practice, and then they will come out who like the sports and what they do. So once they know how to ask the answer, we start to have the pair practice. As I say, the sides. Okay, so the left side is the Chinese one course, and the theme is a family. So we practice and confirm the small numbers of the new words, and then through the GR comprehension, the sentence structure is practiced. Finally, after the test is understood, the TPR is used to confirm. The right side is the intermediate mid to high level students. The theme is the Chinese cultures. So you can see there's a lot of the Chinese vocabulary they need to learn, but I also just take a part to give them. For example, you can see. Okay. So you can see here we have these slides. So when they practice, when we learn the vocabulary, they practice, they put on their, I give them the post-it so they can write it down. And then we will have these sites and then they will put their post-it on under these sites and they will have the competition. So we will see who is the fast one and then they can make them more engagement. Okay, so how do you make your lesson clear and easy for your students to follow? I just thinking about these questions, so maybe teachers can thinking about reflection by yourself. So how I integrate the cultural and the real world test. Let's see the next slides. So language is not just about the words and the grammar. It's deeply intertwined with the cultural and the real world applications. There is the test-based activities. I integrate the course curricula takes the require students to use the language to accomplish meaningful goals. So when they learn like the shopping with discount, so students need to plan what they want to buy and for the family members during the Black Friday sale within the budget. So they need to check each family member's wishes gift and how much and any discounts. So this connects the language to practical everyday life. Another example is my students need to plan like the summer camp poster. So they need to find out the reasonable tuition fee, days, and the basic information on the poster. So they need to research the authentic material a lot, like the summer camp poster, and read the contents to make theirs. So the goal is to connect the language learning to real community life and making my students cultural understanding. So I can say it's more than like to just memorize a lot of things, but it's they can use its authentic communication. So here is like the making dumpling. Um, we have a lesson is about the making dumpling. So after the learning, we have the like the test project. So student needs to discuss what we need to prepare, what we need to buy, and how much. So it's connecting to the math. So, and then student need to decide and assign who need to prepare something. Then they need to familiar with the process, how to make the dumpling, the process steps. So they will, based on the textbook, they tell them, and the videos, they watch some of the videos. When we do it, not only we made it and then we eat, and also we share with the whole school family and the students who want to try. So we connect with our community. So after making the dumpling experience, students to do an oral and a writing reflection on the Padlet. So I can show you here. So we have the presentational communication. So they need to recording the oral, um, give us the feedback and what they did, and write down it. I also decided to engage in viral different cultural promotion activities. So from the traditional to like the to combine with the topics. So you can see we made like the moon cakes, and we have like the crafting sky lanterns for the Lantern Festival, and the Lunar New Year's, and the indigo dye. So let's have a question for everyone. So what kind of cultural activities could you add to your class lesson to make them more interesting? Yeah, okay, thinking about that. So teachers' workload is very heavy. So when I learned AI, it helped me a lot. So let me share some how I get AI as my TA. So here is like the picture, obviously you can see it from the AI. So you can guess from the ChatGPT or others. Yeah, so basically I use the AI can help me to brainstorming like some of the ideas. Yeah, so I like to use like the ChatGPT or Gemini. So they can help me to do the plan. So here is the example. I use several different AI tools to do this plan. So I give the theme, the topics, the essential questions, and also like some desired objectives from myself. And then we work together, which means AI and I work together in discussion, and we can come out can do statements, something. So of course, this is the draft. So I still need to do some adjustment and then to create my lesson plan. But it's really save my a lot of time too, so I can work and life balance. So I learned this AI tool is called Defeat.me last summer. So I found this really good to can help me to to do the students grading report and the feedback. Yeah, so if you are interested, you can try it. So Canva is a very good tool, help me to give the students they like to use Canva to design the poster. So you can see the right side, there's some the Canva. Also, we like to use Kahoot. So every my different level class, they all love to use Kahoot. Yeah. And Padlet. So I use the Padlet not only to give them like to put on the recording or writing. We also can use the Padlet another tool. People can have an interaction. Students can have interaction over there. Yeah. So apps like the Quizlet, Kahoot, Bookit make learning fun, more fun, and the AI tools can save more time to help me to give the feedback and the plan lessons. So maybe here, teachers can thinking about what kind of technology do you use in your teaching and which tools work best for you. Yeah, I don't want to use them a lot, but I just keep focus on those I can switch and then give to students to use that. So what's the impact, outcomes, and the reflections? I can see the significant increase in student engagement and motivation. So talking about the learning outcome, students have shown improved reading, comprehension, and the speaking skill when I use the Padlet. And with like solid the progress assessments like AP Chinese, Advanced testing, Apple testing, so students' writing skill getting better. Oral speaking and the reading and the listening is much better than before. They have a growth. Yeah. So for me as a teacher, is lead to like a greater efficiency in planning and providing feedback. So looking ahead, my journey continue is like focus on integrating AI more deeply with the Apple Startalk program and expand interactive platform for engagement, continually enhancing target language proficiency, and profoundly promoting cultural understanding and the real world application. So continually, I will focus on integrating AI, as we talking about, and yeah. So I hope this also can be the one of the thinking about everybody how your future. Okay, so I hope this session gave you some like a new idea for teaching, and feel free to email me. There's a QR code. It's like I want you can get your feedback. So QR code is for the Google Form, and the small one is for more about me. Thank you, everyone. 谢谢. 감사합니다.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Xiaoting 老师. So she has a lot of information to share. I'm sure you have some questions. We have time for one question. So Crystal Zhang, she put in the chat that would you please explain more about Canva implementation? While Xiaoting explain, answer the question, maybe Xingyun, you could get ready now to start. Yeah.
Okay, so for the Canva, I have to write down like to decide what they are going to do. So usually just like a kind of like I will combine like a GRR the model. I will do one sample and then and then we will have a several different the authentic material, give them to take a look, so to inspire them how to do it. And then I will give them some rules how to do the on the Canva. So I will share one Canva so they can all put it in there. So everybody will see each other's. And then after that, they have to like the group project. So they will to practice how to present it. And then after that, we will go to the each classroom in our Chinese school. So they will go to promote it if we have time. If not, I will go to the Padlet to do the recording, and then we will share the link to the classroom teacher. They students to get in to take a look and then vote. That's what we do. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. You have also seen the QR code, so you could send Xiaoting more questions. And some people were asking about getting the slides, right? So we will share the video recording and the materials those presenters presented today afterwards. So just wait a little bit, and you will get those information. All right. So next we will have, oh, we still have time. It's my bad. Sorry.
Okay. So is there any questions? Let me see. Uh, yeah. Okay. So which part you want to see, Miss Lee? Yeah, I know there's small words and hard to read, so I can share. Um, because some is have if a student's picture over there, I probably cannot share. But if you want to see my slides, which one you want to see, I can share again.
Oh, they're just when you have many slides together, sometimes it's hard to read what exactly is on the slide. So
Okay, yeah.
will you share the slides with everyone? You can take those pictures off, and then probably that would be better to share.
Okay, I need to time to do it. Yeah. So yeah, okay, yeah, I can
Thank
take out
you.
the students, yeah, pictures. Yeah, as long as they don't show their face, I think it's fine. Yeah. Some pictures the students have a mask, so it's okay. But if they have the whole face, I need to take out. Yeah.
So there's another question. Would you teach us in depth for AI teacher assistant? This is a big question. How
Okay.
did you use the AI teacher? You talk about ChatGPT, Gemini,
Yeah.
and several others, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Diffit, yeah.
I think I practice. I think practice many times. After that, I think you have to give a very specific um, input instructions to the AI. Otherwise, they give you like the very roughly answer. But I see that, and I will have to educate AI first, and then talk with the AI, and then when they come out the information to me, and then I need to read very carefully because I was make the wrong because AI gave me the answer. So I thought I need to read again. So AI can be my TA, but it's like help me to do the preparation. Yeah, that's I thought.
So what advice would you give to those who want to start with AI as a teaching assistant?
Okay, so first of all, no personal information. Yeah, you can take out the keywords. Yeah, just put like A, B, C, D, replace like a student's name like that. And also you need to I think just go back to the beginning. You have to know what you want, and then you know what you want, and then you talk with the AI, and then they can talk with you, discussion with you. Sometimes they will confuse you, or they just mess up, but you can say just take a rest and then go back again, or you have to restart. Sometimes I have to do that, and then after many times, they are getting better. So I think the basic things is you have to know what you want. So when I know I want to create the lesson plan, or I want to have the whole picture about the essential questions and what the design objectives, I need to know the thing. And then I have the thing and topics and I talk with the AI. Yeah.
Thank you. And Tracy Shi, she has a question. So when assigning a cultural project, how do you give students clear direction without micromanaging them?
Okay. Um, we can talk about the making dumplings. Yeah, okay. So because there's one lesson is just a very specific, just making dumplings. So when we finish the contents, and then but at the beginning, I already told them we will do it. So the cultural project we need so they have to very carefully to read the process, how to make it the process very carefully. So when ready to prepare the project, do it. So they know they need to prepare everything, and they will discussion what they will prepare. And when we start it, we just 1 minute, 1 hour. Sorry, we will just have 1 hour or less than 1 hour to make a dumpling and cook it and eat. So they have to very follow the steps. So I just give them to do. And we also have some volunteer parents with us because we need to watch them to not to, some use the knife and the stone. So, but they did very well. So I think the well prepared, well planned, and then they can follow it. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So any questions we can talk about later. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, we have one more comment who made earlier for Zhang Laoshi. She said that the school district does not allow students to use cell phone. They could only use Chrome. So in that case, I think Xiaoting 老师 and Zhang 老师, they all use Kahoot, right? So is there any problem letting your student using Chrome to play with all those kinds of game type gamification? Yeah.
I think no problem because I don't allow students to use the cell phone in the classroom, so they use their Chrome or their laptop computer to access in. So it's fine, yeah.
So without cell phone, you could still use Chrome or other laptop, to play games like Kahoot or Berkeley.
And Quizlet, that's right.
Okay, good. All right. Well, thank you.